How much money can you actually make as a real estate agent in Alabama? Well, in this video, I'm going to uncover exactly how much the average real estate agent makes, and I'm going to break through how much top producers make in the state of Alabama. Let's dive right into the video. My name is Chris with the Empire of Real Estate YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about entrepreneurship and real estate. If you like that kind of content, smash the like button and subscribe. Before we get started, I want to offer you our free How to Get Licensed and Start Your Real Estate Career Guide. Click the link down below to get your copy today. So, how much do real estate agents actually make in Alabama? If you're anything like myself, you might be thinking about getting your license and you just don't know how much agents actually make and what the income potential is. I remember back before I got my real estate license, sitting on Google, typing away, trying to figure out exactly what the potential was in this new career. And I found so much conflicting data. I saw numbers that were really low, I saw numbers that were really high, and it just left me confused. So in this video, I want to go through some of the things that impact real estate agents' commission. I want to go through how real estate agents get paid, and I want to go through some of the numbers so you know exactly what to expect going into this new career if it's something that you're considering. So first things first, let's dive into what the average real estate agent makes. According to some data produced by ZipRecruiter, the average real estate agent in the state of Alabama makes about $67,000 as of 2023. But you got to keep in mind, this is the average. So 50% of the agents make less than this, and about 50% of the agents are making more than this. So let's dive into how agents get paid. Well, in most cases, agents are 1099 independent contractors. So that means they're their own boss and they kind of write their own checks. And what that means is it's kind of up to you on what you make. Some agents are low producers and they drag the numbers way down, while other agents are top producers and they bring the numbers way up. Now, in most cases, the way an agent gets paid commission is based on the sales price of the house. So if you were going to sell your property and you were going to hire me as an agent, I would come to your property, I would negotiate a commission. It's usually somewhere between 3 and 6%, and then you would sign a listing agreement. We would put the house on the market, and that would be my commission. Now, if another agent brought me a buyer, then part of that commission would go to that buyer's agent. Now, commissions are 100% negotiable. Some are much higher than that. Others are a little lower than that. Now, it just depends what you can negotiate. And that's the best part. It's entirely up to you. But with that being said, that will give you a rough idea of the ranges that agents make. The next thing that agents have to take into account is all of their expenses. Now, as a brand new agent, you might not have that many expenses, but as you grow your business and you put more money into your marketing and different things to grow your business, your expenses can kind of balloon up to a pretty significant amount of money. I myself have a real estate team and our expenses are quite high. You know, they're upwards of a couple $1,000s a month. Now, as a new agent, you're probably not going to have these kind of expenses, but as you grow, just know those expenses will be there because you are a business owner and you have to pay for things like marketing. You have to pay for things like insurance. You have to pay for things that, continually come in every month. And if you don't pay for those things, your business might not grow at the rate that you want it to. Now, here are a couple examples of expenses that you might incur as an agent. The first one is a split to your brokerage. So even though you're an independent contractor, you still have to pay a commission split to your brokerage. Some splits are 50-50 if you're brand new. Other brokerages offer 80-20. Some are even a flat fee. So when you close a deal, you pay a flat fee to the broker, and that's on every single transaction you close until you pay into a commission cap. So that's one expense. The next expense is your E&O insurance. So as a real estate agent, you're going to have to get insurance, and that's to protect you from any things that happen or any mistakes that you make. So it's called errors and omissions insurance. And as long as it's an honest mistake, that insurance policy is going to cover you if things go wrong. Next are any monthly fees. So you're going to have MLS dues, you're going to have maybe fees to your brokerage, and these things come in every single month, and you're going to have to pay them if you want to stay in business. Next, you have any marketing costs. So if you want inbound leads, you're going to have to pay for those, which can get quite expensive. You have CRMs, so if you want a client relations management system, you're going to have to pay for that every month. You have professional photography when you get listings. You have sign installs if you want a sign company to go out and put your sign in the ground. There's a lot of different things that you're going to have to pay for as a real estate agent. So this is important to note because at the end of the video, I'm going to give you 2 examples of 2 different agents of their gross income. And I want you to keep into account that those agents' gross incomes look really good, but there are expenses attached to those. So you have to subtract your expenses before you get to the real net income number that they're going to make. Next, I want to talk about how to calculate how much money you can actually make, because the numbers are all over the place. When I was looking this up, I was so aggravated because I just couldn't figure out what I was actually going to make if I took the risk and got into this business. So the first consideration to take is, are you going to be full-time or part-time? Part-time agents make significantly less on average than full-time agents. And that's because they simply don't have enough time to focus, to prospect, to learn, and to do all the things necessary to get their business off the ground and start having success. Full-time agents, on the other hand, typically have a lot more success and their incomes are much higher. The next thing to do is to look up the average sales price in your zip code. This can be done in many ways. The first way to do it is just go to Google, look up your zip code, and then pretty much look up the average sales price for the current year. That's going to give you a number. From there, we can kind of work into how much you're going to make per sale. If this doesn't work and you can't find that data, you can simply go to Zillow, look at your zip code, and then look at the kind of houses that you suspect that you're going to be selling once you get licensed. The next thing to do is to determine how many houses you're actually going to sell per year. Now, this really depends on how you're going to structure your business. If you're going to join a real estate team and they're going to give you leads, the number should be higher. If you have a really big sphere of influence, the number should be higher. If you have sales experience, the number should be higher. But if you have none of these things, I would put the number lower to give yourself a realistic expectation. Now, to give you a rough idea of how many homes the average agent sells, it's about 5 or 6 homes per year. Now, I would say that you're going to be a little bit above average if you're taking the time to watch these kind of videos and really study and gain knowledge. So if you are somebody that doesn't have that much sales experience, but you're going to do a lot of work and you're going to work hard, you might want to put the number at 10. If you're someone that is going to join a team, has sales experience, has business experience, you might want to put the number higher, especially if you have a big sphere of influence or you really know how to call leads and convert those leads into sales. The last thing to take into account is your brokerage splits. So depending on which brokerage you decide to join will depend on the split that you have. So you're going to want to add this into the equation. In this business, the top producers make all the money. It's the 80-20 rule. The top 20% of agents make 80% of the money. And if you're going to be in this business and you're going to make a real attempt at this and go full time, then you're going to want to aim to be into that top 20%. Now, to get into the top 20%, I would say you're going to want to be closing above 25 homes per year. Now, you can still get into that number depending on your market if you're about 20 homes per year, but I would shoot for 25 homes or more per year to get into that top 20%. Now, let's get into some of the fun stuff. I'm going to give you 2 top producers and I'm going to break down their income based on how many homes they're selling and their average sales price in the area that they're selling in to give you a good idea on how to calculate this for yourself. So I have 2 different agents in this example. I have one agent, Bob. He's selling homes in Alabama, just general Alabama, where the average sales price is $295,900. And then we have Sally, who is selling luxury homes over in Mountain Brook, Alabama. Sally's average sales price is over $816,000. Now you might be wondering, what is the difference in commission payout between those 2 sales? Well, Bob is going to make about $5,900 per transaction, and Sally is going to make over $16,000 per transaction. If both agents do 25 deals apiece, making them top producers, Bob is going to earn about $147,000 and Sally is going to earn about $408,000. Now, these numbers are rounded. They are going to make a little bit more than that, but I wanted to show you the difference in sales prices, zip codes, and what it could look like as a top producer and what kind of income that you can make. As you can see in this example, real estate agents that are producing at a high level can earn life-changing incomes. With that being said, I want to be totally real with you on this channel and tell you that it's going to take a lot of work, it's going to take a lot of effort, it's going to take a lot of learning, and it's not going to be easy to get to these numbers. But they are out there, they are possible, and people are doing this. So It's something that you can work towards, and it's something that you can strive towards and hopefully build yourself a business that you're proud of. So at the end of the day, this business is entirely up to you. And that's one of the best parts about it, is that you can make a really large income, or there are a lot of agents that just struggle and barely get by. So here's a couple things that you're gonna need to know before you go for your license. The first thing is this career is very hard and it comes with a lot of expenses. Over 87% of agents that get into this business fail out of the industry. The rest of them, the 13%, they do make it and they do make things happen, but you must know that it's gonna take a lot of work and a lot of effort. This is not an easy button and it's not an easy business. But with that being said, there's a lot of opportunity if you work hard and you just do not give up and stay consistent. The second point is you are running your own business. If you don't get up every day, if you don't time block, if you don't make things happen, you're gonna be in a really bad spot and you're probably gonna have to go back to your 9-to-5 job that you left in the first place to start this business. Number 3 is top producers can earn a large income. Despite the numbers you see online, there are real estate agents that are earning very big incomes. Now, the majority of agents are not earning those numbers, but if you're a top producer and you really work hard, there are big numbers to be had in this industry. The fourth point is if you work hard, the rewards can be huge and the numbers can be amazing. But if you don't work hard, this business can be miserable and filled with a lot of pain and regret. So at the end of the day, you have to decide why you're getting in the business and what your own personal goals are. But I hope this video helped you see what the potentials are, how much money you could possibly make, and I hope it gave you some thoughts so you can start looking at how much you could make if you got licensed based on those things that I told you to look into. So what is your income goal? Drop it in the comment section below. I want to hear how much money you want to earn this year in real estate. I definitely want to hear from you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and you have an awesome day.